Well,
Now we're in the game.
Now we're in the game.
Now
the intro.
Intro. So, Connor hates me. He decided he hates me. He said, "You suck. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're the scourge of existence." So he's not here today.
What actually happened is that the allosexuality won out over the asexuality, and Connor is getting railed as we speak.
Yeah, he wishes. This is going to be exactly how every other attempt in the last year has been.
Wow.
I believe in you, Connor. I believe that you are.
I hope you watch this video in your failure. And you acknowledge that you sacrificed time with your friends for nothing.
For pussy.
Pussy you didn't even get.
I believe in you, Connor. I believe that you got railed by a delightful little twink.
I'm indifferent to you getting your cheeks clapped or not.
As am I.
I hope you fail.
So we have 1 in support, 1 against, and 2 indifference.
My against should be doubled over. Count it as 2.
No.
The cat has once again sitting on my shoulder blade, so we're gonna see how long that lasts.
Yeah. We love that. We love that for her.
Love you.
You extend your claws. You see how far I can throw you.
Just trim her toenails, dude. You've just got to trim her toenails.
I don't care that much. I'd
Well,
much rather ragdoll her out the door.
That's so rude.
I am rude.
At least now that we're with Conagon, we're still blops. Still blops up there.
Still blop. I don't know. Plobs would also be pretty nice.
I'll put multiple options into the watch together for you.
Okay, but yeah. So yeah, last time we were here, we did. I think the last bits of nonsense, and then you guys talked to one aspect of the god of death, and they sort of told you that there's some unsavory character around, causing a lot of chaos, and multiple things that you have done have been linked to him. And the aspect of death, known as the Huntress, recruited you guys to be little pawns of her. Well, not pawns, but, helpers. As she is only one being, she's not all-powerful, and she can only be one place at one time. And she's focused on the task of trying to find and kill the main guy, and she needs people to help clean up the thing. Clean up the messes he has made, because obviously he's been causing more trouble than one person can deal with.
He's been a
damage control.
Boy.
Yes, and she does not have any nonsense for you yet because of she has been recruiting more people, so she's not been investigating, which unfortunately takes up time. But yeah, so you guys decided to go look for more jobs. You took a job that's been brewing for a while about some elven nobles, trying to win the affections of a young mistress, and also something a bit more important about some kidnappings that gnolls are doing, which is odd because usually gnolls are not this sneaky and
or fond of kidnapping.
Yeah, they usually just like murder and eating. So this is a bit odd for them and cause for concern and investigation.
Worst part is it's not typically favored only in that order. Sometimes it's eating into murder.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, you guys came up to the Elven Nobles first as I was on the way. You talked to one of them. You talked to Count Baron, Kaiser Werner, Feldinger, Fingerlicker von Holzschweingenmacher.
Yeah. Schmitty, Werben, Jaegerman, Jensen. It was his hat, Mr. Krabs.
Yes, and he seemed very pompous. He told you guys how he sent 5 of his fluffiest sheep to Lady. I'm not gonna do it.
What?
Snigwazrina.
You're not gonna say the name that you made?
Yeah, the Snigwazrina. I didn't make this name. Don't worry about it. Anyway, but yeah,
Utterly baffled.
he does like other than that, he doesn't have much to offer other than sending people out with carts of sheep pies to throw at his opponents. And you are on your way to. I forgot what the fuck is the map. Oh, I probably pinned it. Yes, you are on your way to Hondur to meet with the next noble, but you have encountered the reason why this is a job in the first place. The road has been clogged up with various carts and peasants throwing dung at each other. As you come across the scene, it is exactly how I described. It's very half-hearted, I would say. They're not like give it their all. They seem tired. This seems to have been going on for a while. There's like the entire road just smells bad, and there's just like evidence of fighting going along the entire length of it. But you come across the active battlefield. What are you doing?
A rumpf.
Are you all seriously content with doing this?
I assume you just talk to the nearest person.
Yeah.
They just look at you with like dead eyes, and they're like, we don't really got no choice."
Out of his bag, Huron pulls out a sickle and holds it next to his hammer. I have an idea.
I don't think that'll work here.
Damn it! I put the sickle away.
Look, we're talking to the various barons involved, so just probably clean this up and go home.
We can't go home unless we got orders to go home and retreat. Also, just so you know, this man is like brown. He's just like completely covered in shit.
Yeah, Inanna's not getting close enough to him. Inanna's keeping her distance.
Huron is taking the dodge action just in case there's someone who's like vibing when no one else is vibing with this.
Okay. We're just gonna just
If any of you throw any of that at any of us, you won't see the rest of the evening. You will be unconscious until morning.
Good to know. Roll me persuasion or roll me intimidation. Actually, sorry.
Thank you.
I roll assistance because I'm the size of a fucking barn.
Are you trying to help? Are you trying to look buff?
Huron just looks tired and angry.
Okay, roll with advantage.
14.
14.
Ow, ow, ow. God damn it.
Get stabbed.
She's just a baby.
She's flexing into my shoulder.
That's what babies do.
Okay, they just shake my head.
It's too late for that.
That's what you think.
Yeah,
never.
They just like, all right. Well, I mean, we'll try not to hit you. Well,
Just cease fire for like 10 minutes.
we can't do that. It just points across the way to the other. We see fire. They're gonna keep hitting us. They're gonna get free range on us.
Everybody cease fire for like 10 minutes.
Hey, no. Just make lightning strike in the middle.
Inanna kind of gets this look on her face that says she's considering it.
You're gonna hit anyone. Just scare the fuck out of them. Isn't that what clerics do? Fear of God and all?
She's giving that face of like, It's the kombucha girl face of the like, well. Lest. If I see the other side, like, rallying up for a volley, I'll do a call lightning. But if I see them, so I'm keeping an eye on the other side that can't hear me and be affected by my intimidation check to make sure they're not about to do anything stupid.
I mean, they are continuing to throw shit. They did not heed your words because they were far
Still
away.
throwing shit.
Yes.
Call lightning, where it won't hit anybody, but it will scare the fuck out of them.
Blow up a pile of shit. Make it smell like burned ozone shit.
Okay. So you're using call lightning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then I can keep concentration, and if they keep doing it, I can keep stopping them.
Make me intimidation again at advantage with your wisdom modifier instead of
wisdom
charisma. Instead of charisma. Yeah.
Okay. Intimidation, Lilith modifier, wisdom, advantage. 26!
Okay. So yeah, you.
If you bitches don't stop.
Don't you have thaumaturgy?
No?
I would have given an advantage anyway, so it's like whatever.
Why the fuck would I have thaumaturgy when I could have cantrips that do damage?
Thaumaturgy is useful for this kind of thing.
But why would I do that when I have call life? No, my cantrips. I have Word of Radiance, Guidance, Sacred Flame, and Spare the Dying. And speaking of that, I need to reorder this because Word of Radiance should not be at the top of the list.
Anyway, so yeah, you make just a beautiful crack of thunder, as it lands. It just like explodes shit where it is, like right in the middle. It just explodes shit everywhere. Thankfully, it does not get on any of you guys because it's in the middle of everything. But they're all just and they just stop and just staring at you where the lightning came from.
I'm just giving them a look that's like, do it again. Go ahead.
We start marching through.
How do I move the order of spells on my sheet? There we go.
Yeah, you should just click and drag, I think.
There we go, I did it. Thank you. Sorry, it has to be alphabetized.
Yes. I still don't know why it didn't do it for you. It does it for me.
I think it's because I added Word of Radiance when I leveled up.
That might do it. That'll probably do it. What was I doing? Oh, shit. Okay, so yeah, you managed after that display of power and wrath, you are able to walk by unimpeded. You can make me acrobatics checks to not step in the poop.
Sure.
If you desire.
15.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. And that goes for everyone. If you don't care, you can just walk through it. It's fine.
Why do I feel like both Samir and Zorak would be like, yes, my child. Excellent work.
Because they are. You feel their approval.
They just walking through.
They both approve. Okay, so
she's dealt with worse.
Poor Fadewin's gonna have to clean that later.
Yeah.
Ow.
She would not abandon that fate to him. She would help clean her own armor.
I'll hit you. Stop. Ow.
I imagine we get to the second Baron.
Yes, you get
at
to
least his abode.
Yeah.
I don't like these biscuits. They hurt.
They're called Pricky Bickies.
Oh, that's my gut.
Either eject a cat or grow balls.
I don't want to. Get off me. Ow,
you don't want to grow balls?
Ow, let go.
This just in, ladies and gentlemen, Pyro has announced to the channel that he does not want to grow balls.
Yeah, we're not quite into the cooler seasons yet, so it's quite sweaty. Ah,
Valid.
cat throne. Ah.
She's just a
I'm-
little
I'm wearing a
baby
sleeveless, and he was kneading into my damn shoulder.
because she loves you.
She's lucky I let her in here at all. Anyway, yeah, Huron's just stomping through, just daring someone to start shit. Literally.
I think they already have started shit. Yeah.
Yes, they are in the middle of shit. Just shit.
Quite
Well,
literally.
they proceed, they will be thrown. Like the cat.
Okay, but yeah, you do end up getting to the next town. With
Alright,
little trouble.
so what was the plan talking to the next one?
We're trying to get understanding of all of them and then speak to the lady and see what her opinion is of this whole
Right.
mess.
I think the consensus was we sacrifice you, Vena, and me and Inanna stand back here like a couple heckler muppets.
So far,
You seem to be the best at dealing with them.
Of course,
I would
yes.
love to shove Rin into each one of the Baron's doorways, but he's been kidnapped. So,
Right. Poor Rin.
besides, I've had enough dealings with barons and nobles so that I can at least push us through without becoming local criminals. Probably.
That would be hopeful, yes.
Really.
All right. Vayne will look for the nearest person and stroll up to them. Because we are in the new Baron's estate, right?
Yeah, you are the new bear. The new. Well, it's not a. Yeah, it's a new person's town. The new
The new
town.
noble's estate.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has various other titles than Baron.
Yeah. By the way, that's just what the dung collector, the dung throwers look like.
Yeah.
Good God.
Bring out your shit.
If you know who Krakis is, if you watch the Emperor text to speech, cut off his face. Anyway, but yeah, you go to the biggest building that is like, yes, this is the noble's house, and then you go to like a garden or something, right? Is what you're saying?
Basically.
Okay. So yeah, hello.
Greetings. We would like to talk to the Lord of this estate, please.
They just sort of look at your feet. I see you have traveled in some precarious places to get here. I'll go get him.
I've had the pleasure of witnessing the locale, yes.
Yeah.
You happen to have a water well.
You, you have silver to use it?
Yes.
Right over there. He will like have a hand out for the silver.
We'll walk over and rinse off her boots.
Yes, he will gladly take the silver and go get his noble person. And who will come out but a very very snooty looking man. And I will display the name. Well, actually, no. What are you doing here?
We're here on behalf of the guild to speak to you.
Oh, you are here to help with my affections to the lady, Miss Negrozina.
Jesus, worse.
Yes, we're here to help.
Okay. Well, what be your names?
I am Vayne Hasluan.
Eyebrow raise. Is that all?
Eyebrow also raised. raised? Yes, that is
No,
all.
rage is correct.
All right then. I am Juan Jose Maria Rigoberto Acosacas de Santo Dominico de los Diabético.
A pleasure. The ones behind me is Huron and Inanna.
Raises eyebrow.
And turns to look at them, does a little hand motion like, if you're gonna do it.
Is he giving us the look of the? Is he also giving us the? Is that all look?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
the raised eyebrow is. Yes.
Inanna again just rolls her eyes, steps forward. Inanna Kishari Jabbersaman Anahita Thovinar Tishraya Voidwar, Lady of Swiftmaw.
Yep. And should I not be talking to her instead?
No! You don't want to talk to me?
Oh, getting all too pompous to talk to the elven noble, huh?
No, she's
You know
just.
what? I think you're
Wait.
gonna enjoy that a lot better.
Inanna.
Let's go
Hush.
with that.
Hush.
I'm letting him have the explanation he wants.
I am here with my allies on behalf of the guild to assist. So, I would like to hear your explanation of the situation.
Well, I have sent many a love letter to the madam. I have sent 3 of my sheep that produce the best milk. As a dowry, of course.
Of course.
But the other 2 around here, they do not like that I am obviously the best, and they have been trying to impede my efforts by throwing sheep pies at my messengers. So
Which,
I've
of
responded
course,
in kind.
Yes, ever so impeding the other two have been.
Of course, you've seen it yourself, and I see your friends. Well, friend Huron, who has walked through the dong and not cleaned himself off yet.
Well, it has been a road hazard.
It has. I could hardly get my affection to the lady.
As I have seen. However, we are here now to speak with you and the lady. So we will be able to converse with the lady and hopefully get this situation sorted out for the betterment of everyone.
As you should.
Let me ask you, Sir Juan Jose, if you are to become the husband of Our Lady, what is it that you propose will be of that relationship?
Well, she will have a domain over my town with me. She will have the finest sheep milk in both natural form and cheeses.
And of your relations together?
We shall hold hands. And then have 87 children.
Ah, 87. I see. Well, we will make sure to speak with the lady with that in mind. As it is the interest of the guild to settle this debacle as graciously as possible.
Yes, yes, and you will find that the best way to do that is obviously to just let the lady come to me as she obviously should, as the other two are obviously terribly worse.
Of
But
course.
of course, she could not make her way to any of us without danger of sullying herself with the combat.
Yes. We'll have it sorted out. Don't worry.
Good, good.
Turns to Inanna and Huron. Well, let us go. We have some advocating to do.
Right. It's been something.
Vena will give a small bow, and we will make our way out of the manor.
Make it away.
Yeah. It's barely even a matter. It's just a slightly bigger house, basically.
Vena will step out the moment the door closes, rub her eyes. They're like fucking clones.
It's really awful that none of them so far have known how children come about.
Mm.
Not a one.
They're elves. I can see why they would shoot for something like 87, but still, probably unreasonable.
From holding hands, though. It's the holding
I-
hands.
It's they want to hold hands, and then they think the next step is all the children. The oh well. Let's just see the third one, and then finally get the opinion from the lady. Once we've rounded up the insanity.
Why did I think there were 4?
Nope, there's 3, and
Just
then the
3?
lady.
And then the lady is the 4th. Okay, that's what I think that's where my brain is.
Yes. But yeah, as you go up to the final village, are you using the road again?
Is there another way to go that isn't the road?
I mean, just like if you just go through the woods, I mean, it'll take longer because it would be an indirect route, and you know, there's no road. But yeah, you could do that. There's nothing stopping you.
Vena would just advocate for the road.
Welcome
Get this
back.
over with. You can clean your shoes off all you want. Just hurry.
Power back on.
Yeah, I also did a quick scan and there's like 2 outdated drivers. I'll do this after the session.
Oh no, not the drivers.
Yeah, the drivers.
Are Juan Jose and the third one's men going apeshit on this road?
Yes. As you make your way down.
I enjoyed the narrative that the guy's name was so cringe that my computer crashed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As you make your way down the road, you'll find a very similar scene to the one previous.
Let me see this motherfucker. Oh my god.
The computer said his name is what?
Juan Jose Maria Rigoberto Aguasar de Santo Domingo de Diabetico? Really? Bill.
I don't think it's supposed to be diabetic. It might actually might be
Bill, where did you get these names?
somewhere.
Bill,
What?
where did you get these names?
I got them somewhere. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, we're going down a road.
Yeah, and you come across the next battlefield for poop flinging.
Vena's going to walk out, not in the middle of the flinging, but the middle on the outskirts to where she's equally distant from both sides. And she's going to bash her fist against her shield for a loud crash to get everyone's attention.
Okay, make me intimidation or performance, because Either one would work here.
Just do performance. She's not really doing it to scare everyone. She's doing
Yeah,
it to get
just
their
like
attention.
trying to get attention. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, they don't really hear you over the sounds of
Hey, Bill.
what?
You know that sound, that scary ass sound that mooses can make.
Yes.
Elf.
They're like,
Yeah, Huron would like to do that.
Usually.
Yeah, Huron would like to do a loud version of that.
The bugle.
The bugling, yeah. As an intimidation check.
Go ahead. Do. Let me roll. Do. Yeah, that'll do it. They will stop what they're doing and look.
And he'll point down at Vena. There you go.
Van will look up. Thank you, Huron.
I'll step out like a bodyguard, arms crossed.
Citizens of both Elven Lords, please listen to me for just a moment. I am Lady Vena Hasluin of Craigira. I have been sent here on behalf of the Guild to hopefully end this predicament between the three Elven nobles and settle this debate once and for all. In that realm, I would like you all. I won't command you beyond what your nobles have commanded. But if you can lower the amount of activity, hopefully I will have you freed of this burden shortly.
Make me a persuasion check.
Come on, Lady Vena.
Protagonist!
Hmm. They look at each other. And they nod like, okay. Seems fair enough. And they will
Thank you very much for your willingness to help. If you could try to clean up a little bit so that these roads can be usable and presentable of the places that you live, I will hopefully convince the nobles to cease, for lack of better words, extremely stupid and foolish vendettas.
they nod and look at each other. All right. But if we get a talking to from the nobles, it's your ass.
That's fine.
So my word, if this doesn't work, I will utilize my methods and I'll just flex.
Oh, and they're clapping. they just clap at the show muscles.
Very nice.
Boostless.
Vena will turn around and give a light clap. Well, now that that's been settled, we need to speak to this third noble so that we at least have all of them know of our participation. So, in that case, I can convince them that getting them to stop was on the lady's best interest. So let's hurry up and talk to this last one.
Just remember, option B.
We're not killing them for being dumb.
I never said I'd kill them.
we're not maiming them for being dumb.
You're no fun. That's why you're pretty fun.
Just rolls her eyes as we continue to the last.
Sleeves are bullshit.
They were like,
Yeah.
everyone asked her, they were like, flex. That was literally the search. Marisha Ray flex. And they were like, show the guns. And she flexes and everyone goes, bam.
Vena will pay another silver when we get there to clean off her boots as we wait.
What the fuck? Okay, so yeah, you go to the next one, and yes, there's another water pump that costs a silver to use.
No.
We're right into this with the last place.
And but yeah, as you go go in, they're like, yeah, you could just use theirs. It's fine. You could don't worry about a thing. And so
I'm too busy laughing over using this last one's name.
yeah,
Oh, no.
I don't know how I'm gonna. Okay.
Where did you get these names, Bill?
I found them. Okay, don't worry about it.
What book are they from?
They're not from a book. They're from somewhere very less. Anyway,
I don't want to know what foul lexicon you got these from. So
You
let's
got them
just
from-
see this.
They
fucking
were
notebook.
they were etched in the gooch of the Necronomicon.
Oh, no.
the Necronomicon. Excuse
That's what I
you.
said.
No, you said
That's what I said.
That is what he said.
no. Thong. Anyway, yeah. So this very very haughty looking elf. Not haughty as in he's a hottie. Haughty as in like
Yes,
H-A.
with the-
Yes.
We
H-A-U.
assumed.
Yes. I mean, some may think he's hot, but that's up to personal preference. But yeah, he's just hello. I don't know what fucking voice that is. I'm trying to do a French accent.
Hello, it is me. My
Hello.
name
Hello,
Yes,
what do
that
you
was the-
come to me for?
Oh.
What have you come to me for?
Greetings. I am Vena Haslun. I'm here on behalf of the guild with my friends Huron and Inanna.
I'm not gonna be able to keep a straight face.
We are here to assist with the altercation surrounding ladies. I'm not about to try to say this.
The lady.
The lady. Our fair lady. Yes, that'll do. And if you would care to introduce yourself.
Well, of course.
I'm not a wild animal.
I am Pierre Richeslu Augustine Bertargi Logi. What the fuck? There's part of it's missing. What happened? Part of it's missing.
For the lady.
What the fuck? Anyway, whatever. We'll fucking use this. Pierre Richeslu Augustine Bertargi Logi Rio yo yo yo.
Yo ya yo ya yo.
Yayo yayo.
Greetings, Sir Pierre. We are here on behalf of the guild to help with the troubles that is availing this area. And in order to do so, we would like to hear from you on your stance.
Why, of course. Well, I sent many letters of my undying love to Miss Neugruzerina. However, the complete and utter bastards that have clogged up the roads. They've been throwing dung and excrement at my messengers. So I respond in kind, even though it is beneath me. I sent a dowry, 3 of my meatiest sheep.
No.
I see. And you wish for the lady's affections, correct?
Yes.
And when you have her affections, what is it that will partake after that?
Well, she shall rule this amazing townsend with me. And then we shall hold hands. And then we shall have 87 children. Beautiful children.
Of course. So, my friends and I will speak to the lady, and we will have this situation most definitely solved. We will tell her of your wishes as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. And of course, you will provide a safe escort so she can get here, so she can confess her obvious love for me.
Of course. We will
Amazing.
make sure nothing happens to the lady.
You will be such wonderful allies.
Seems like the type of Frenchman have like a.
Would be such wonderful what?
Allies.
Allies, okay.
No.
Thank you for the audience, and we will make our way to her now.
Amazing. Have a safe journey. Have less
Nailed it.
poop thrown at you.
I can't.
Yes.
This guy.
Vena will give that slight bow again, walk out the door. Okay, so
I can't deal with this clown.
they're all
Smooth.
clowns. But
No.
it's fine.
There's something about the French one that really took me
It smells of inbreeding around here.
out. No.
We need to take the path between this one and Count Baron's territory. Tell them to stop, and then we need to go back between Baron and Juan Jose's. Tell them to stop, and then we can finally speak to the lady who this is all focused on for whatever reason.
I mean, we know the reason.
I know the reasons from these points of view.
This
I want to
one
know
is
the
a
real
gem.
reason why it has to be this
It's a political marriage.
foolish.
If this
Parents are
isn't
looking to marry her off.
if this isn't a 10 out of 10 or a sorceress using mind magic that makes it the Rin pale in comparison, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Probably
Yeah.
some sort of status that she has that they all want. Or just some sort of big dick measuring contest to see who gets married first, because clearly they're all within proximity of each other and they're all single. Can't fathom why.
I'd rather not think
If
about
it
the-
was a status that she held that they wanted, they would not be so keen on living in their decent towns. They would probably be aiming to live lavishly elsewhere. If it was focused more on the dick measuring contest, they would focus more on each other than assaulting messengers.
There'd be
Like
more
they would sabotage each other's towns and make them look worse. They're all just dumb and trying to get affection. I don't. Oh well. Let's just get between and keep these citizens from pelting each other anymore.
Yes. Oh, good, she
So, let's travel the road between Sir Pierre and Juan Jose, or not? No, we already did that one. Sir Pierre and Count Baron, since this is a triangle, right?
Yes.
We need to walk that road to get them to stop.
Yep.
Oh. These gnolls better be fucking savages. It needs me to off balance this.
What are you on about?
Either way, we're helping people get through something awful. Whether
This is
it's
Very.
gnolls or their own lords.
Hmm.
We just need to do what we can.
Hmm.
So, Huron, if you be so kind as to do your foul call and alert everyone.
I don't do this very often. 1 second.
Inanna, after he says, I don't do this very often, 1 second, while he's bugling, Inanna looks over at Vena and says, you know that mating thing for them, right?
Huh?
That
That's a
Yep.
I
How they
flip.
attract mates. I
While still
clap
making
him
the
on the shoulder and
making the noise, I flip Hinata off.
Yeah. So
you wouldn't be able to hear me say that. You're bugling.
anyway, but yeah, as you as you go in, like as you start heading towards the center where she's camped, the dung throwing gets more intense and dense.
we would have been traveling the road between Pierre and Kaiser Werner so that we can get them to stop, like we did.
You're just trying. You're trying. Okay, sorry, I
Yeah.
was confused.
We're
You're
trying to go around the triangle to get them all to stop, and then head to the middle.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. These people stop as they hear the bugling of the moose.
Vena raises up her hands. Good people of these towns, I am here. My name is Lady Vena Hasuin of Kriegira. We are here on behalf of the guild to stop this needless fighting and bickering and contests between your lords. So please, as we are settling this debate, cease this and please clean the roads so that this place can be presentable as the place that you live instead of, to be quite honest, a laughing stock.
Make me a persuasion check. Yeah, they should. All right. Seems acceptable.
And don't worry about your lords. Just tell them that Lady Vena has advocated that this is in the madam's best interest.
All right. Seems acceptable. As they will head out. Well, not head out. They will start cleaning up.
Okay, one more, and then we can speak to the lady. We'll continue traveling the path to the one between Kaiser Werner and Juan Jose.
Wait, did you already stop those ones?
No, we stopped the ones going from Jose to Pierre.
Oh yeah, well, oh yeah.
And now we stopped the ones between Pierre and.
Oh yeah, you just
Kaiser
told them not to throw things at you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's very fair. I did just tell them not to do it at us.
Okay. So once we get back there, I'm sure they recognize us again.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you guys again? We won't throw things at you?
Yes. Appreciate that you did not, but we're trying to end this whole contest. So, in that regard, can you please tidy this place up to be respectable? And we will advocate to the lady and the lords that this will no longer be a problem. And if someone questions you, just say that Lady Vena told you that it is in the lady's best interest. And I want you all to not be stuck doing this anymore, to be quite honest.
Sounds reasonable.
Thank you. Now we just need to speak to the lady.
All right.
We'll make our way to the center.
Okay, as you make your way to the center.
Hold on. For the record, Inanna, that's only regular mooses. That's just a sound I can make.
You didn't hear that. You were bugling.
I could sense your sass.
Make
I've got
me-
a sixth sense.
Yeah, fuck. You can hear things while bugling, but make a perception check, sure. You're on hold.
You can hear
Heard that.
things if they're being yelled. Bugling's fucking loud.
Your default is loud.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, no,
Not
Huron heard it.
bad.
Huron heard it.
Whether or not you're using it as a mating call is not really my concern, okay? Use it for whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm almost hurt.
You should be.
How? I just said to do it however you wish.
No, that's
And
not
Anna
what you
just
said.
kind of waggles her eyes and keeps walking.
That's not even remotely what you said. But let's go.
Oh. Look, I can only do so much delicate speaking in one day.
That's fine. Huron will clap you on the back.
Same
Don't
shoulder,
worry.
kind of clapped, or opposite shoulder?
My hand is big enough to encompass her entire like upper back, so I just like Armstrong, like Edward Elric, bam.
Ah!
I hope that in us disarming the local war bands, getting to the lady is not as awful.
I just want one session where Ivana disappears and just Cogass drops in the middle of it.
He would ruin everything that she has done very fast.
It'd be so fast though.
Yes, it would be an art form. But that aside, let us travel to the lady.
We go.
Okay. God.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Sorry. I guess.
Mhm.
So yeah, as you approach the center of the camp, there are more skirmishes between random dung throwers. There isn't exactly a battle line. This is just chaos.
No man's land.
Yes.
War is hell.
And it gets denser and like it's easy to avoid them at first, but it's like at this point this is like a giant snowball fight, but with shit. Like it is like there's layers of it on the ground.
How do they have enough sheep for this?
There are sheep like everywhere.
They're full of it.
Well, nothing to do but go forward now. And it will just stomp through the catastrophe zone.
Okay. I need all of you to make me dexterity checks.
Checks.
Or saves, sorry, saves.
Danger sense, Bill.
Danger sense would work here, yes. Yes.
I'm about to get a 2.
22.
You got a 3. Okay. So Anana, by the skin of your teeth, you managed to avoid getting hit by anything. Kieran, you know that one video of someone like Toho player avoiding rain? It's like that.
Yeah.
Like just fucking vibrating to miss every fucking particle of fecal matter there is. Vanna, you get nailed so many times. You have disadvantage on charisma checks now. As you are
Oh no.
so smelly.
Is there a local water source
You
somewhere?
you also take 1 damage. 1 bludgeoning damage.
Is there a local water source anywhere?
At this point, it's so in your stuff that it's going to take more than water to get the smell out. But yes, there is a local water source nearby.
Vena's going to walk up to its edge, turn around, look at Inanna and Huron with a face of just, ugh, and just fall backwards.
Fade away.
Yeah, Fredo is just like, I think she's given up.
After floating in the water for about 20 seconds, well, more under the water with her gear, she'll do some wriggling and then surface her hair all over her face. Okay. Let's go.
Here, I hand you a towel. Just yikes.
She just holds her hand up. Hopefully the water dilutes the smell for long enough for me to get out of this place.
Vayne, if you'd like, I could take point on this.
Vanna just says nothing as she continues forward.
You know what? Fair enough. I thought I'd offer. Bless you.
Thank you.
I follow behind, feeling a different kind of aura around there.
I'm not standing downwind of Vena.
Yeah, there's...
I lived. Huron's lived with his siblings. He's used to it. Sort of a barnyard.
Yeah, I mean, it did not smell this bad. They were not literally, well, unless they were like really little, they were not throwing shit at each other.
It's not the worst I've smelled.
Yeah, you've smelled
Try
muns.
Try standing downwind of a werebear with BO. It's not great.
Yeah. Also, muns, your town's main livestock, it just smell absolutely awful. Muns. They smell like low tide mixed with cattle. So it's like it's not great.
Is that an actual animal or is this just a name you made up?
What?
Is that an actual animal or is this something you made up?
Well, yes and yes.
I'll ask for a description of Muns later. Let's go up to this
Yeah.
tent.
They're like, yeah, I'll tell you later. Yes, as you head to the camp.
Wait, hold on. Quick question.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those sheep.
Oh
Wonder
my
where those-
god. When Vena was in the water, she has soap. Could she have used that?
If she has soap,
She does have soap.
she does. She got soap. Would you look at that?
I did buy soap. long
Well,
ago.
look at that. Yeah, make me a soap check.
That's
Soap check.
How do I make a soap check?
I guess a strength check. Just how hard you're scrubbing to get all the smell out.
Okay. Fuck. Do I have inspiration? Yes, I do.
Hang on before that.
No, make me an athletics check. Sorry, we'll do that instead. There you go. Yeah, you're soaped. You have cleaned yourself off. You do not have disadvantage on checks anymore. You manage to scrub yourself almost raw to get the smell out of your clothes and your skin and your hair. You also now do not have any more soap.
That is fine.
The whole bar.
It takes
That is a whole hard task.
A worthy sacrifice. See, she has an escort.
Yes.
Vena will walk up with her hands up.
Yeah. As they don't seem to they're not like pointing arrows at you or anything. They're just like sort of on guard. Hello.
Good evening, my lady. I am Vena Hasluin. This is Huron and Inanna, and we are here on behalf of the guild to help settle the dispute that has taken over this area.
Oh, thank God.
So,
Yeah, you can call me Ziggy if you wish. As she extends a hand.
Ziggy, nice to meet you.
Vena will shake her hand. Of course, Lady Ziggy.
You don't have to. That just sounds weird.
So I hear you're pretty popular around here.
Yes.
We've
She looks across her field of sheep.
I would like to just kind of give a cursory once over at the sheep, because they've talked about like my fluffiest sheep, my meatiest,
my meatiest
milkiest sheep. I want to know, like, does it look like they kind of told the truth? Like, do I see some beefy fucking sheep or like muttony fucking sheep and some really really fleecy bitches? Like, I see some that kind of look like they're making their claims look real?
You can make be investigation or nature.
I would argue for animal handling.
No, but that's more like
I'm just
interacting
looking
with them.
my eyes, yeah. You said investigation or nature?
Yeah.
Those are the same modifier. Nature it is. It'll be funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are very similar. Like they look the same breed of sheep. I mean the fluffier ones, like that's not hard. They do look fluffier. They feel softer. That's not hard. As opposed to the milkier ones and the meatier ones, like you don't know.
What, the meteor ones don't have yams?
I mean, like, sorry, they do seem a bit thicker. Like it's hard to tell by any appreciable amount. But as well as that, it probably just tastes better. Like I think that's more what I was trying to get with the person. Like they taste the best. They have more meat, but they taste the best.
All right. And Anna's just kind of nodding. Like, all right. They're not totally full of shit.
So, we've spoken to the nobles, and they're all basically the same in terms of the whole predicament. I would like to get your opinion on the matter.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, they seem about, you know, they're like white bread. You know, they're just bread. They're like very bad sourdough. You know, well, not very bad. Like they're fine. Like they're whatever. It's like trying
They're
to.
all weird.
It's trying to trick between. She just picks up two rocks. It's like trying to pick between this rock and this rock. You know, she just tosses them down.
Right. So I feel like there's more here that we're not aware of why it's gotten this much of a brouhaha.
I mean, I've been sent out by my family to look for a suitable husband, and these have been the people I've found. And I feel like that was a bad decision because there seemingly has been a very, very big rivalry that's been between the three of them.
Look, that's not your fault.
I know it's not my fault. I'm just saying I picked poorly, and now I can't escape, unfortunately.
So, you would rather not choose any of them, is what I'm hearing.
She just sort of like, I mean, they're fine. Like, I do need to pick someone eventually to, appease my parents and all that, but these are like, all right, that'll be fine. But it just sort of shrugs. I mean, if there was someone better, of course I'd want someone, who actually has a personality.
You keep saying to appease your parents. What about yourself?
She just sort of, that's not really how these things work.
Right. Is there a reason you can't just say you don't want any of these three and move on somewhere else? Maybe flee in the night, fake your death?
I mean, I don't know about,
I wouldn't go that far out of
yeah,
nowhere, Alana.
yeah,
Why?
Because she might actually like her family. It's an
yeah.
interesting
You
concept.
tell the
I
family you're
suppose.
not dead. You just don't tell these three.
I'm sure she could just leave these three and they wouldn't really have any. What's the word? Anything. They wouldn't have anything to do about it.
Then
But
leave.
I'll bring it back.
that's why I'm trying to ask
Yeah,
why she would settle for one of these if it's not something she enjoys.
I'm sort of stuck here right now. She just sort of gestures to all the poop. The poop being thrown like around. There's like a bubble of influence where they're not
She'll
getting
turn
near
back.
her.
Ziggy.
Yeah.
Miss Ziggy, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you just pick one of these in order to appease your parents, you kind of set yourself up to live with one of them for most of your life. I assume. Is that really something you want to do for fleeting approval?
She just says, "No, I don't. Do I want to be doing this? No. It's not like I hate my parents or anything, though. And it's a bit more than approval. It's just sort of something I have to do."
I will be honest with you, I don't really understand the having to do things that nobles typically take upon themselves. But I'm sure if your parents care about you, they would want you to find someone you care about and will make you a happy person more rather than.
I mean, they do, but they also. I sort of need to have someone with a little bit of status, or family reputation goes in the toilet.
All right.
I know all too well about that. However, just because you need someone with status doesn't mean that you're. Doesn't mean that you have to torture yourself by settling for the three clowns. Because I can guarantee that even if you pick one, you're still going to have trouble all the time from the other two. And frankly, I imagine that trouble will be in the shape of sending me out here again on guild orders to deal with streets that smell like shit. how about this? We gather the three of them here, and we, quote unquote, interview them to see if any of them have any sort of depth to them, or any sort of actual drive or care in their.
Oh my god, make them play the dating game.
I want you to make this decision as informed as you could be, because as it is just a fleeting quest for the three of us, it kind of signs your life away to something longer than a week of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to get them together, and that has unfortunately failed.
Well, I have an idea. So far, all of them have been very open to me saying that I'm here to help. I have not clarified that I'm there to help them when I was talking to them, but they have interpreted it as such with their narrow minds. So, what I can do is I can travel to the mall again, inform them that you wish to speak at dusk at your camp, inform that there's a ceasefire as you have wished for to each of them. That would make them stop all of their citizens. And then when they travel here, all three of them will be told the same time, and we will gather them. And quite frankly, there's three of us, and there's three of them. It'd be quite easy to keep them from leaving. And we can finally have a civil discussion and solution. Does that sound amendable?
That does sound amenable.
You're on smirks.
Damn, Vanna. It's good.
I've been planning for this ever since we met the first one. I figured they would all be just as uncooperative.
Idiotic.
Idiotic is one thing. But for now, we need to go tell them. And we need to get them together. And disarm all their citizens. Because I've seen many eyes today that have told me that they wish they weren't doing what they were doing. So the sooner this is dealt with, the better. Thank you for your time, Miss Ziggy. Hopefully, we will all be free of this soon.
Yes, hopefully.
And even better, hopefully, this whole area will be free to be a respectable place again, not smelling like sheep.
I mean, I feel like it's probably always going to smell like sheep a little bit.
It is most certainly always going to smell like sheep. It smelled like sheep the moment I got here.
Sheep town.
Let me be more crude. Sheep shit.
There we go. It still smelled like that before I came here, but less.
You're on applause.
Either way, it'll make for a better for everyone if the trade routes through here are able to function again. I'm sure quality of life drops when that's not available.
It's from what my escort has seen, absolutely.
So,
And frankly, if they keep going like this, their names are going to mean nothing if their towns are nothing.
that is true.
They're kind of already there.
That's kind of actually what I've been hoping for. I've been kind of hoping for. Unfortunately, that means a lot of innocent people have their lives ruined, but I have had no other option as of late.
Hopefully, this is better option.
Yes, this should be, if you can convince them to, work this out. I have not been able to.
Luckily, you've already been able to disarm the ones along the roads between the three. And I even convinced them to clean the place.
That's good. That's
Good
definitely good.
start.
Good start.
So, Huron, Hinana, how about we travel back to Kaiser?
All right.
He was the first one we spoke to, and it's been the longest since we've seen him, so it'd be best
I mean,
to start.
why don't each of us go to one?
Yeah, I agree. It will be more efficient.
I'm not letting him near one of them by himself.
How did she's right. I can no, she's right. sure, Huron just starts
I
belly
do is
laughing.
laugh at them.
She's going
No.
to pull Huron and Hinana close so Ziggy doesn't hear it.
Ah.
Look, I've already heard Huron say he's going to split people's spines open, and you called lightning. I'm not leaving either of you to talk to anyone individually.
What if
Listen,
I promise
the safety of
I did
everyone
that
else.
on an open field with no chance of hitting anybody.
Yeah, that was just common circumstance. I promise, on my honor as a representative of my village, that I will not dismember anyone. Unless they're trying to actually kill me, like the tiger. But that's neither here nor there.
We have plenty of time until dusk. We're all going together.
Damn. All right. If they get handsy, I'm getting involved.
I assure you, any one of us three could break them over our knee like a twig. They're
Exactly.
nobles.
Exactly.
Are you
So I
giving
would
me
just-
that option?
No, I'm saying it's possible. I'm not saying it's something we're going to do. So, back to the Kaiser.
Oh,
Okay.
right. I kick a rock.
Go back to the Kaiser.
As you head back to the Kaiser.
Count Baron
We go back to
Kaiser.
the Kaiser's so safe.
Werner fell finger lick. Fuck that guy. We're going to him.
Mr. McName, which is all of them.
John Elf. John Elf.
On Dark Souls.
God, pugs are just horrible creatures. Anyway, my brother just sent me a freaking picture of his pug.
I love pugs.
They are gremlin
They're
creatures.
so cute.
They're not
So are
cute.
hippos.
They are not cute.
So are hippos, but we don't want to talk about
No,
that.
hippos are cuter than pugs, by a long shot. They're not genetically deformed.
The pugs are very genetically deformed. They're sad cute.
I will accept that. I still don't think they're cute, but I'll accept sad cute. Anyway,
They're
so yeah,
good.
you go to Count Baron Kaiser's estate, and he's just out watering some plants.
Baron Kaiser, we've spoken to the lady.
Yes, has she accepted my proposal yet?
She has proposed a meeting at dusk.
I like to imagine him getting all excited when you say propose and then immediately deflating.
Exactly, yes.
Oh.
And where will this meeting take place?
It would take place at her camp. And in that same note, I am off to, well, not really convinced, move demand between the other two nobles to cease fire, as it is the lady's wishes. You should do the same, so that you can make it there unabated.
Roll me persuasion.
If you don't call off your shit throwers, we won't let you go see her.
Advantage.
Huron's praying it somehow still fails.
Well, it sounds like a plan, but I'm going to need confirmation the other will cease fire before I do.
Of course.
Any
We're
of them
heading over
don't
there
fall off their shit
immediately.
throwers, then they don't get to go see her.
Yes, I will call them off. I just need confirmation they will do, and they're not going to be tricky backstabbers.
No,
Yes.
that's what I'm telling you. We're
And
imposing this rule on all three of you.
Banana.
What?
Hush.
Down, bro.
No.
She'll turn back to Kaiser Werner. I will give you 100% confirmation of their obedience. All right?
Yes, as I said, as soon as the ceasefire is called, they will cease fire. I just need it to be at the same time. Everyone's done at the same time. Yes.
In that same vein, if you can give me something with your seal, so I can tell your citizens of your command of ceasefire when I arrive at the ladies' camp.
Oh, of course, and he will give you a stamp. It is sheep with a sign of beer on its head.
That's
Thank
actually
you.
kind of. I like that. I respect.
Much appreciation, Baron Kaiser. We will now head to the next estate.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Clean off your. You should probably clean off your pack animal, though. Gestures to Huron.
Huron
Oh, I don't think you want to go there.
Huron was like cutting it, like going from his nails. Then he slowly looks up.
Vayner will instantly step in front of him and start pushing him in the opposite direction. No need to worry about that. Let's go, Huron.
Did he just?
Nope, he didn't. Let's go.
Ignore him. He's not worth it.
And we will head to one of six.
As I'm full on part human to wave formation dragged away.
Yeah.
Moose nostrils flaring.
Yeah, good thing Anana and Fana are very strong.
I just imagine fighting him. Just a bite. just full intervention drag bite.
Fucking Tom Kench with 3 stacks. All right, we head to Juan Jose.
Yes. And he is there, enjoying some cheap cheese.
Juan Jose, we have word from the lady.
Oh, do you now?
Yes.
Why are you laying on your side with a rose in your mouth?
He takes the rose out. I have no idea what you're talking about. This is just how I relax. Stuffs a piece of cheese in there, in his mouth.
So, the lady has proposed a meeting at her camp in the center of the 3 estates. In that same vein, you must call off your citizens so that you can make it there safe and whole. She will present the seal of Kaiser Werner. We have already convinced Kaiser Werner to call off his men so that this can be done. And we are going to travel to Serpierre right after this. Her meeting will take place at dusk. And I would need your seal to convince your citizens to cease fire.
Okay, make me persuasion with advantage since you're showing the seal of the other one. Okay, yeah, and he's like, all right then. And he will give you a note and an own seal of approval, which is a sheep with a rose on its head.
Oh.
It gives it to you.
Thank you for your cooperation, Juan Jose.
Of course. Goes back to laying with a rose in his mouth, occasionally taking out to eat, put more cheese in there.
Vena will nod. Turn to the other two. One more. We'll make our way to Pierre.
Yes, and with that, Pierre is outside drinking a glass of wine.
Sir Pierre, we have news from the lady for you.
Oh,
Yes, she proposed a meeting for you at dusk. And I am here to ask for you to call a ceasefire of your citizens so that you may make it there safely. I have already demanded a ceasefire from Kaiser Werner and Juan Jose, showing off both of the symbols.
Persuasion with as before. Yeah. Well, if you have the other two to do it, I don't fucking know. I'm horrible at accents. My God.
Vive la France!
You gotta start with the alcohol.
Well, I will give you my seal, and he will plonk a seal, and it is a sheep with a baguette on its head.
Of course.
Thank you. And your meeting will be with the lady at dusk at her camp, all right?
Seems acceptable.
I am going to take the seals and I'm going to tell your citizens of the ceasefire, and they will have the area cleaned up for your arrival.
I hope so. I do not wish to trudge through that god-awful mess that they've made. In front of the lady, no less. How shameful. How shameful in front of the lady.
Vena will bite her lip. Yes, of course.
Huron's eyes start glowing.
And we will be off to do that now, so please prepare yourself.
Okie doke. I shall do such a thing, and he will just chug the rest of his wine and go in to wear his even fancier clothes.
Right, back to Kaiser Werner. We need to show him these two seals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you could. We don't have to do that. You could just do that. You could show him. It'll gives a thumbs up.
He
Goes.
senses the danger if I get within arm's reach of him.
Yes, and go. He goes to get on his best garbs as well.
Huron is not allowed inside.
What? I'm a perfectly domesticated pack animal.
All right, so now we just need to wait with the lady until dusk when they all arrive, and then we need to inform them that this is of best interest without any pain. Looking straight at Huron. Also, you're not covering Kaiser Werner, Huron. Choose one of the other two.
I'll take the Frenchman.
All right. Now we can split up as escorts, okay?
All right.
Just
They're all equally humorous to me.
Yes, just tell them that your two friends are out with the lady, making sure that she is safe and sound, okay? Don't. The reason why I was scolding you earlier, Nana, is we don't want them to know that the others are involved. They hate each other.
Oh.
We're trying to make them think that they're the ones getting the meeting, and when they all arrive, they're not going to be very happy, and we're going to keep them from running away.
Huron leans
All
down
right,
to whisper.
I get it now.
Huron
Yeah, I
leans
did
down,
not get that before.
Yeah, Huron leans down and whispers in Nana's ear. It's like a parent trap kind of thing.
We are
Why
trapping
would
them.
we want to trap their parents?
We're not trapping their parents, we're trapping them.
It was a metaphor.
We're going to have them sit down in each other's proximity and advocate for their stance without tons of sheep shit.
Well, yes, because a bunch of rich people getting
But
together.
there was a thing I've heard about. There was some bard that told about this thing called the dating game.
I don't know what that is, and I'm not going to ask. I've had
It-
enough today.
I don't know. It sounds a bit amusing. So you put the lady in a chair and you put the three bachelors behind a screen, and she asks them questions, but she doesn't know who's answering. It's like bachelor
Inanna.
number 1, number 2, and number 3. And
Inanna.
she asks them questions and they answer, and that's how she picks.
Inanna. There's 3 of them. They have distinct accents. None
But
of
she
us
hasn't
have.
met any of them yet.
She has. She's met all of them.
I thought they
That's the
hadn't met because
problem.
they were getting shit thrown at them.
They started throwing the shit afterwards.
That's stupid. You should start from day 1.
To clarify, they've not met her face to face ever. It's just been
Ah!
letters.
Ah!
Just letters? They don't even know what she looks. Okay. Well, this is
Exactly!
amazing.
They're
Oh,
idiots!
Let's just
It
get
could
them all together, and then we'll
It
deal with that
could
afterwards.
If we just keep them separated and she can ask them questions, and then from that she can pick who she wants to date.
Fine. Fine. We'll go tell the lady that we're going to do your dating game.
The dating game.
Oh God.
It could work.
So is this when you guys run off to go get your charges, or?
I guess we're going back to her after disarming the bloodbath of getting closer.
So do I stay
With the
here and watch
seals.
after the Frenchman, or?
No, I mean, I guess you could. We just need to tell her about the dating game idea. And then
You do
we
that.
need to gather them at dusk.
No, I hear
I'll-
clerics get this funny little spell. The 3rd level.
Called Zone of Truth.
What's sending?
Probably doesn't have it prepared.
I don't think I do. Let me see.
That's fine, we have legs.
Alright.
Fine. We have
Best of-
legs.
Best of luck to you both.
You can stay here with the Frenchman.
And
I
Huron
do
will-
not have sending prepared.
And Huron will lean against the doorway.
Actually, the last one we would have went to would have been Kaiser Werner.
Yeah.
Because we had to draw him to do seals. So you go to the Frenchman.
We're right in
Inanna-
front of his house.
We're at. Remember, we had to go show Kaiser Werner the 2 seals, so we're at his house.
Yeah, they look exactly the same. It's an
Yeah.
easy mistake to make.
Of course. Alright, if... I'll see you later, and Huron will start trudging back toward the Frenchman.
Inanna, if you could go to Juan Jose, I'll be the one to gather Kaiser Werner.
Of course,
Easy enough.
The one person I can't convince to let me near. Instead of protecting Baron von Kaiser should stick from the Northern Nobles, she's protecting from a stalking Huron.
Yes.
As they travel to Pierre and Juan Jose, Vanna will travel back to the center, disarm all of the shit brigade
Yeah.
with the seals.
Yeah, as it takes a bit to convince the lot, but with the seals, like to just the initial convincing them, just like stop throwing shit. But once you literal shit, once you show them the seals, like they will stop immediately and start cleaning up the shit. And you tell one person, and the word gets around pretty quickly around the rest of them.
All right. Now I need to tell Ziggy about the idea.
Okay, it's just you head back to Ziggy. She's there, still sitting on the log, sort of looking a little bit hopeful. And oh, Vanna, any good
Hello.
news?
So, good news. I've disarmed the war zone. and have gotten all three of them to agree to meet here. They don't know that they're meeting here with each other, but that's not going to stop us. And Inanna gave an idea of something that she's heard in passing called a dating game.
And what is that?
You ask them questions without being able to see who they are or which ones they are. They answer truthfully, and then you get your measure of each of them through your questions. And then, if you really actually like one of them deep down with their responses, then you could try it with one of them, I suppose. If you don't like any of them, then we can send them on their way.
It's a good idea.
She, that sounds a little, what's the word for it? Convoluted, but sure.
Very popular game show.
I
It's
guess if
something.
I guess if I do find I like one, that will be a good thing.
Popular perpetual wine drinkers live. I'm sorry.
I have my doubts, but I might be if I just tell them that I don't like any of them to their faces. Maybe they'll just.
Yes, hopefully. If you don't like any of them, you can move on. I have already disarmed their war zone. And we can convince them that maybe they shouldn't do things like that if they want people's approval. And then maybe this will never happen again, and I'll never have the disgraces of seeing this kind of thing shown to me in the guild.
She just gotta like raise a finger, just like opens her mouth and puts it back down.
If
You've
you
seen this.
have something you would like to say, I am all ears.
I just that plan. If you succeed, they might want you to do something similar in the future.
In the middle distance, you hear the keening laugh.
Vena just smiles, crow's feet forming under her eyes instantly. I was blissfully hiding that truth in my mind.
she just goes sort of pats his shoulder. Maybe it's better if it does become a little bit of a shit show. Just a,
It was a shit show before I got here.
just a little bit though. Just a little. Just enough to show that you didn't do this perfectly. You know, there was a lot of trouble. You could be like, I'm never doing this again, and put your foot down. You know.
Bill, I just want to pre-announce that any fighting that may or may not happen is non-lethal.
You could assume, given the circumstances, that they're not trying to kill each other's townfolk or whatnot. So even if it does come to blows, it's probably not going to be lethal.
I'm not talking about the townsfolk.
I know you're not talking about the townsfolk. I'm just giving in general, any fighting that may or may not break out is probably going to be non-lethal.
Well,
Good enough.
as much as I've not been accustomed to this kind of thing, I'm being a little dramatic. If it helps these people get through this trouble, then it's fine if people ask me of the same.
She just pats your shoulder again. You're a good woman.
Thank you.
Vanna, could you do me a favor? Could
What?
you sway your sworn to carry my burden, Circle?
Shut up across the state. Shut up, Huron. Anyway, let's just give this a try, and then hopefully, for better or worse, this altercation is solved, and someone's happy in the end. Because before this whole thing happened, I heard nothing of a territory war causing problems between the three, so they at least had to have tolerated each other.
From what I gather, they did. I don't think it had escalated this far ever. I think there was a rivalry going back many centuries, but
It was probably petty.
it was incredible.
Just
From what I've heard from the locals, it was incredibly petty, and now it's gotten to insanely petty levels, just monstrously petty.
well, let's hopefully return them back to their petty naysaying of each other and not shit throwing. Or maybe even if things don't work out, maybe I can convince them to tolerate each other. Who knows?
No, I don't think you will, but thank you for the thought. I appreciate it.
Remain hopeful.
Yes, it's nice to see someone with such hope in them.
So, we will return here with the three nobles, and we will try out this little game of Inanas, for better or worse.
I'm so excited.
By the way, that is the picture of the putt.
And if it's possible that you can keep yourself hidden at first. We don't want anything like you haven't seen them, they haven't seen you. So let's just kind of keep it ambiguous at first.
I will retreat into my tent then.
Thank you.
As well, in case it goes back to shit throwing, I will be protected.
Thank you.
Wonderful changes.
Yeah, she just sort of shakes her head like, I really don't think I'm going to be able to pick any of them. I don't think I'm going to like any of it. If they respond to shit like this by throwing shit, I just don't think I'm going to.
I understand.
God, they are competitive.
But yeah, back to everyone else as you guys get back to your individual people. As you guys make your way to each of them, you notice that they are dressed to the nines, and they seem to have a whole entourage of defenders. And these are not random peasants with shit. These are like actual shoulders. Like these are like an actual escort.
Okay.
I can take them.
Maybe.
How many for each of them? I know they got the same number.
They actually do not.
Oh.
Tell me Baron Kaiser has done this about
10, 5,
Well, that's for Vayner to see.
15, 25.
for now.
One of them has 25?
So one of them has 25 of like various fighters and 2 different chariots
Jesus.
in their retinue. One of them has 10, fighters, 3 ant-looking things, 3 giant eagles, and 3 people riding giant hawks.
What the fuck?
This!
And then one of them has
No, which one was that first one?
what? Okay, so
Which one?
Baron is the one with the chariots.
Oh God.
Juan Jose is the one with the eagles. Pierre is the one with he has 15 just general infantry of various types. 10 cavalry in different types. Some of them look like casters, like warlocks, and then
So-
one sort of big monster thing.
So
That
what
looks-
I'm saying is, as they wheel out the siege beast, Sharon just thinks to himself, "This just got a little more complicated. I hope the other guys have equally retarded amounts of miniature army." Well, this is gonna get lopsided real quick. He just thinks to himself, "Just
All right. You're gonna leave most of them in the field. I'll let you bring one guard in to speak with the lady.
Oh, yes, of course. We're not bringing these to the lady. Of course not. The lady's retinue will be more than enough to protect us from each other. It's fine.
Narrows eyes.
You can roll insight if you want.
I would like to roll an insight check on this guy.
You're with Juan Jose, right? Yeah.
Fuck.
You
Yeah.
know what's worse? So what I hear is, barring from the siege monster, we just have a full-on Frenchman army over here. Just
Yeah.
for the lady.
Yes. They all have little mini armies with them.
Shade.
Are they going by tournament rules or something, Bill?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Was
It
it?
sounded very distinct on the numbers and the types of things they had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They sounded very specific, yes.
They're keeping the points in check.
These
The
grail.
tournament rules.
They may the sizes of armies may be 750 points. You don't know what a point is, but
These grail lights be hitting different, Bill.
I see. Well, Vena will jump on her steed that she left at Kaiser Werner's place when we first started. Because she has fine steed and she used it a while ago.
oh yeah, I forgot she had a steed.
Yes, when we first got here, Vena did not take the steed with her traveling around because, well, she was traveling with the other two. But now she will jump back on her horse.
What do you mean? I'm unpackable.
You gonna let a Nana ride you then?
Maybe we're gonna have to ask.
No, thank you.
Well,
No,
let's
I-
lead them.
I'm too noble a steed. I need proper pedigree.
Everyone's noble. Rin's a noble.
That twig doesn't have what it takes. Anyway, go move on.
We're going to lead the three of them into her camp.
Oh fuck. Run pipe.
Once we get closer, Anana will stop Juan Jose and be like, "Which one are you taking with you? Pick."
Oh no, we're not taking. I'm not taking any with me to meet the lady.
Oh, even better.
They're all staying outside the camp. It would be rude to show up with such a force inside
Yes,
the camp.
it would.
I
Dare.
I looked. What is Pierre writing?
Pierre. Well, Pierre's riding a pony. It does not seem to be war capable.
Is he the one with the fucking siege monster?
Yes.
No, he doesn't seem to be riding it. It does not seem to be a rideable monster.
No. But
He's the one
he's
that has it in his arm.
Oh yeah, but yes, he is the one that has it in his army.
I just slowly turn and look at him.
There's like a snarling, just like it looks sort of like demonic in nature. It's like there's like poison dripping from its face.
I just slowly. It's a toxicroak. I just look at him.
He does not even meet your gaze.
I get closer.
That's got to be a Rancor.
So
Oh yes, yes.
is that registered with the guild?
Does not need to be
You have
registered
a
with the
permit
guild.
for this.
It is dripping poison on the ground.
The guild has the Third Throne has no authority over what I do in my land. I can assure you it's tame. He says as you look over it, there's no one even like near it.
I look at him. You've been talking to an incubus, have you?
I think one did actually come around here. I didn't speak to him, but one was around here.
Did we perchance summon this? Is this
Was
demonic?
he wearing a suit?
No, he didn't. I've had old Schmuzzles before everything. Schmuzzles.
If you call it princess, I would have attacked it immediately. It's just a giant pit bull. It's one of the Hulk pit bulls from the first movie. No.
Oh.
I just stare at him. You aren't bringing these into a camp.
Oh, not into the camp. No, Schmuzzles. No.
Any of them.
Oh yes, no, not the cavalry either. No, or the infantry. No, none of them in the camp. That would be incredibly rude to Mrs. Sniggsarena.
Where did you get schmuzzles?
I do not have to answer you.
Johnny's lead with that trade.
I lightly grab the pony.
Mhm.
It would be in everyone's best interest if you did tell me, so that when we arrived and there's two other, I presume, equally ridiculous elite squads, so I may or the what the fuck is it? Because the lady has her own guard. You wouldn't want to scare them. Especially considering there's been shit flying around these last few days. Especially since that's been going on.
Make me a persuasion, unless you're trying to be intimidating.
Hero looks tired. He'll try persuasion as I guess.
Why do you have to know? Just let the sleeping rancors lie, goddammit.
I won't, because Schmuzzles is gonna be a fucking fight.
Muzzles is staying a metric fuck ton of distance away from everything else.
I don't believe him. Especially considering he says he saw the incubus.
The incubus had nothing to do with the whole thing. The incubus was put under contract.
Yeah. He like Pierre was just like, I guess there's no point in me not telling you. Schmuzzles was a family pet, and he might have been revived in a sort of unconventional way. And he's been my companion for he starts counting 157 years now.
I look at the demonic. I look at the demonic. I slowly turn. I look at the demonic Frankenweenie. Duked by Duke indeed. All right. I clean my hands of your fuckery. Let's go.
He's just a friend. He's really just a little guy.
Oh, he's not little anymore. He's most certainly not little.
Is this his size large, Schmuzzles?
Yes.
Is this Schmuzzles suitably bigger than me?
Yes.
Thank you. This thing give your average troll a run for its money.
I love this game.
You know those like dog things from Ghostbusters? It kind of looks like that. But like,
oh, God damn it.
It's the data. There is no data, only Zool.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Let's just go.
As I have been, as it continues going on his pony.
I love this game.
Comedy and or pain.
This is endlessly amusing to me.
Alright, about how far is their retinues kept from the main camp?
Not that far.
How far is not that far?
A few hundred. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, I have to go do something real quick. Like 3 minutes.
Take a break.
Take a break. Take a
Oh,
break.
3, that's very fast.
Yeah. Like 5 minutes, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so you're there. I'm pausing it.
Don't forget, to pause.